You're listening to Entrepreneur's Enigma, a podcast about the ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey. Every week, your host Seth Goldstein interviews entrepreneurs from all walks of life about their entrepreneurial journeys. From store owners to Fortune 500 CEOs, we all have stories to tell. So sit back and join us for the next 20 or so minutes while we explore the entrepreneurial world.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Entrepreneur's Enigma podcast. I am your host. After 311 episodes, you should know who I am. Seth with Podcast Mastery and Goldstein Media. Today I have Stef Carlstedt. It's Stef, right? I mean, Stefanie, but you go by Stef. That's your thing.
Yep. Yes.
Stef is a human design business coach. I think you're the first one we've had that's called themselves a human design business coach. So that's pretty cool. Who helps entrepreneurs build businesses that actually fit into who they are, not who the online world says they should be, which is kind of key because a lot of people are like, I want to be something. Oh, this is how everyone else is doing it. No.
Yes.
So through human design, she discovered why burnout, inconsistency, and frustration weren't personal failures, but signs she was operating against her natural design. So now you help. I'm telling you like what you do. Of course, you know what you do. But now Stef helps business owners uncover what they're uniquely wired to do, lead, market, and make decisions, and grow the way that they feel that feels clear, sustainable, and deeply personal. So that's awesome. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I appreciate you having me on.
Awesome. Yeah, we were talking about. It always goes to the weather. It's always the weather every time. But we're doing this in December. This is going to come out end of January. But right now, it's colder in Philly than it is in Nebraska.
Yes.
That's wild. That's just wild. Anyhow, so how did this all get started? I mean, I assume you were doing corporate at some point and burned out. That's what it sounds like. When I hear burnout, I usually blame it on corporate.
Yeah. It's very interesting. So I always say that I never felt like I fit into the natural trajectory of life, the mold, if you will. But I followed it because that's what my parents said to do. That's what everybody around me did. I got
That's
the
how everyone
undergrad.
did in the other generations. Everyone stayed in, got the gold watch, and then retired and moved to Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I got the job. I got the degree that everybody said I should, and I immediately felt like I was shrinking. It didn't feel good. But I felt bad for it. I felt I should be thankful I have this job. It's what I always said I wanted, what I always thought I wanted. But my dad was actually diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's.
Oh.
And I went back to work that next Monday and I couldn't stop crying. And my coworker put me in my office and she said, "Come out when you're done crying." And that was it for me. I said, "I don't belong here. I need to be
That's
with him."
awful. That's
Yeah.
awful.
It's kind of,
Go in timeout and come out here when you're done crying. Like, what?
it's kind of one of those moments that is written in my brain forever. And
Yeah.
it was like a pivotal moment for me because it was almost my nudge to jump out of the airplane essentially and leave
Or
corporate.
build the airplane while it's flying, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And so I left. I left after he was diagnosed, and it was terrifying. I had 3 small kids at the time, and but I didn't give myself another option. So I dove
Yeah.
into researching and understanding entrepreneurship and how to build a business. And I ended up over the next 10 years building a 6-figure business. Looked great from the outside, right? I had hundreds of clients that I was helping, and I was shrinking again. I had
Oh,
fallen.
jeez.
Yeah,
You built yourself your own corporate for yourself. Good job,
exactly.
Steph. Good job.
Exactly. I kind of fell into the mold again of how you're supposed to build a business.
Yeah.
And then I lost my dad on the other end of that. And that's when I say grief broke me wide open to, whoa, there has to be another way. I didn't come down here
Yeah.
to earth to build something that is like anybody else. And in a way, is it like anybody else? And human design was actually placed in my lap at that time. I believe he guided me to it.
Aw.
And everything
Good Papa Bear. Good.
everything has changed since then. And now I help people infuse every piece of their design into their business.
I love that because literally your journey was bookended by your dad, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. I know.
And he's looking down on you, saying, "That's my girl. That's my
I
girl.
know.
Look at her
I
go." That's awesome. I'm not going to try. I'm trying to make you cry. So that's.
know.
So when did you? So you left corporate. You went to your own corporate hell. When
hmm
did you leave your own corporate hell? Like when? How long have you been doing your coaching practice for?
Yeah, a couple years ago. And it started a couple years ago where I started seeing, wow, this doesn't feel right. I'm not aligned. I'm burnt out. I'm frustrated. I'm overwhelmed. And a lot of times entrepreneurs think that that's normal. It's normal to be tired and exhausted, but it's really not. Every single
No.
entrepreneur that I help with use their human design to build their business, there's no burnout, because burnout has nothing to do with the amount of things you do every day in your business. It has everything to do with the alignment or misalignment to those things. And so that's what started happening to me. And then the full shift happened when human design was placed in my lap, and I was like, this is the key.
So if people are curious what human design is,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess give us the high 30,000. Going back to the plane analogy, but the 30,000 foot example of what human design is.
Yeah. So human design is based on your birth information, your birth date, birth time, birthplace, and exactly 3 months prior to that. And when I first heard of human design, I thought it was fluffy. I didn't believe in it. I thought,
Oh, hoo ha, yeah.
right, this is so out there. And when my sister-in-law said, you just need to read it. And I finally sat on my couch and I started reading the highest level of my design. And I almost started crying because I felt finally everything that I always knew about myself was validated, and I knew that I
Yeah.
was okay for being different. And then I dove in, I got certified in business coaching with it, and it teaches you how your energy is meant to be in your business, how your hidden fears that are running in the background. It teaches you how you're meant to market, how you're meant to use your voice. Lots of people
Wow.
are not designed to be on social media. And so it's every aspect of your business can have a piece of your design in it.
That's
And
wild.
I've had at this point 2,400 people who've gotten their chart and their PDF and 10-part audio from me. And I've only had one person come back and say, this does not sound like me. And we found out her time of birth was wrong.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's
It's,
funny.
it's very,
Well, you
it's
gotta
very,
be exact. You gotta tell the truth.
yeah. Yeah. It's very accurate.
That's wild. 'Cause a lot of people are like, look at this stuff like Reiki, all this stuff. Like, and they're like, what is there's definitely something on a higher plane that people
hmm
don't realize is there.
hmm
And it sounds like a bunch of hoo ha and all that stuff, but it really isn't. There's something
Yeah.
to it.
Right. And my thought process is when people say that they feel like it's too out there or they don't believe it, and I say, well, you could give it a try like I did,
Yeah,
or you could stay stuck in overwhelm and burnout and frustration like you are. It's
can't hurt to try it.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's wild. That's wild.
hmm
And so people can get your report. We'll have the link in the show notes. There's a free report that people can download and get. That's really cool. But so you've done corporate, and you've done your own corporate hell. What's
Yeah,
the best thing about being an entrepreneur in your mind now that you know your human design?
yeah, yeah. I absolutely love every piece of my business. There's honestly not a piece that I don't love,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
the clients that come to me are my people. I think
Mm.
a lot of us have had those businesses where we have clients that we don't want to work with,
Oh,
that
I do.
frustrate us. That doesn't happen anymore because the way I market calls in the people that are meant for me, and the
Mm.
way I speak and use my voice and the how I've unlocked my fears that were hiding. Um,
Yeah,
it really does. It repels the people that are meant to be repelled, and it brings in the people that are meant to be in my circle in my life.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And so you've been at this journey for the past few years now, right?
hmm
What keeps you up at night? I mean, since you love every piece of your business, that's great. And you can obviously your kids keep you up at night because they do. I mean,
yeah.
you said you have an older one and you have a younger one. You have four in the middle. Two in the middle. I
hmm
mean, seriously, at each level of childhood keeps the parents up at night. So you
Yes.
literally have one in each section. So you're kind of screwed that way.
I know.
You're gonna have something to worry about for every single kid. Yay!
Yes.
We're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get right back to the show. Business wise, what keeps you up at night? Anything?
just the fact that I know this is the key, and there are so many people that just don't even want to look at it because they think it's out there. So they're willing to copy everybody else on social media. They're willing to
Mm-hmm.
copy what this guru said, this funnel, this hack, this trick,
Mm-hmm.
and stay in the, and never get and end up quitting. And
Yeah.
my first business, I helped hundreds of people with the same blueprint, with the same way of doing things, and now I know why so many didn't find success, and that kills me. And it's actually written in my human design chart that I am meant to build something big, burn it down, and build again with what actually works. And
Like
now I
Phoenix, like a phoenix.
yes, that's my core four. That's my life's purpose, is the sleeping phoenix.
Oh, there you go. I like that. I was like,
It's
learning something.
crazy.
It's wild. It is crazy. So here's my woo-woo question for
Mhm.
you. What is the most important thing to carry with you all the time?
To carry with you all the time, I think belief in yourself and your abilities, because it's so easy to look at someone else, look at another person's ideas, and kind of mold to that or bend to that, or think that you can't do it because they did it the specific way and it doesn't feel good for you. But just knowing that when you trust your human design, your belief in yourself becomes unparalleled. I mean, I have never believed in myself as much as I believe in myself. My confidence
Oh, that's
is at the next level. When I used to crumble under a negative comment, or if I felt like I hurt someone's feelings, I wouldn't sleep at night. And now I'm just so okay with being me that I know that it's what I say, what I do, is how I do it, is what it's meant to be.
I love that. And that's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
great because you kind of found yourself
Hmm.
and you're able to kind of grow with that.
Yeah.
So people can find out more about you at Stef Carlstedt with a T and no A in the stead part. So just go to the
Yeah.
show notes. It's easier.
Yes.
And there's a link there for your free HDR or HD report, not HDR, HD report. I put the R in there again twice. And you can also, your major ordering hole is Instagram if you do social media, right? That's what you said. That's your one spot to find you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on Facebook too, but it's not
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
I don't, like I mentioned earlier, most of my clients don't come from social media,
That's fantastic.
which is, my design actually shows it. It's not a great place for me. But yeah, and when you download that chart, make sure you don't just stop there, because I did create a 12-page PDF that you get for free, and a 10-part audio series that will help.
Ooh,
Yeah, because that's again, this is my mission, is to get this out there so people don't
yeah,
struggle anymore. And
love it.
what happens is people look at their human design chart and they say, "Oh, that looks weird," and they put it on the shelf. And so I wanted people to get stuff for free that people normally charge for, so they can start to actually see how this will transform everything.
I love it. I love it. Steph, this has been so awesome. I'm so glad we
Thank you.
met. This is fun.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Awesome. And we'll see everyone next week.
That was a great show. If you're enjoying Entrepreneur's Enigma, please consider giving us a review in the podcast directory of your choice. Every review helps us reach new listeners. If you like Entrepreneur's Enigma, consider the other shows on the Marketing Podcast Network at marketingpodcast.net.